Hi, everyone. Michael Zagari, portfolio manager with Wellington Altus Private Wealth. I'm here with you. It is Thursday afternoon here in Montreal. It's about 10 minutes before a market close. And I want to talk to you about three things: SpaceX, Clarity Act, and the big spend for the big hyperscalers out there, the big tech. Number one, Clarity Act. And so far, no news on whether or not this bill is going to get passed. Folks, digital assets are not going anywhere. And if you haven't spent any time on understanding how blockchain technology works, or how Bitcoin works, or the utility of Ethereum, and you're still thinking that all crypto is just basically a big money Ponzi scheme or used for money laundering, you really need to step out of that narrative and you really need to dig deep on research and actually look at the utility of the technology. There is a reason why digital assets are now being discussed with artificial intelligence. It's a very natural, cohesive relationship that makes sense for artificial intelligence to be built on digital assets or a blockchain technology. The existing infrastructure that's going back 60 years is not the answer for the way that money flows throughout the world. Digital assets are instant settlement. It's ownership transfer that takes place instantly. This could provide more liquidity. There's a lot of benefits. So having the Clarity Act pass is a very good thing. But I will say this: do not buy digital assets and bet simply on the fact that the Clarity Act will be approved. Buy digital assets if you have a long-term plan and you believe in the underlying technology and you understand the technology. Don't make this a momentum play. When it comes to SpaceX, 20% of the float was available. So insiders were able to sell 20% of their shares pre-IPO. And it looks like instead of having a stock that's tanking right now, as of 3:52 p.m., the stock is up 4.3%. So that means that there are more buyers out there than sellers. That means that potentially that the insiders that own SpaceX shares decided not to sell. We don't know that for certain, but what we do know today is that there are more buyers than sellers, and over 185 million shares have been exchanged today. That is significant trading volume. So lots of interest in SpaceX. I would certainly pay attention to that stock. And lastly, big spend of big tech. So big tech hyperscalers spending billions of dollars on building out their AI infrastructure. Folks, it's an AI race. And if you understand that, you understand how important it is to be spending money and building out your AI infrastructure. Not just these hyperscalers. Hyperscalers don't just have to have a plan to build out an infrastructure. It's companies out there that definitely need to have a plan that involves artificial intelligence. You could be a publicly traded company, and if you have no plan in place to incorporate artificial intelligence to enhance productivity, your stock will eventually get affected. If you are not a publicly traded company and you are a private company and you're thinking, well, you don't need public rails to raise capital to run your business, artificial intelligence shows modernization of a company. And this might affect your bottom line. It might affect the ability to attract and retain employees. My kids are young. They're going to want to work for a company that is innovative um, and forward thinking. Artificial intelligence should not replace their jobs. It should be enhancing the jobs that they're currently doing. So those are the 3 points I wanted to talk to you about. I know it's a little bit longer than I usually go, but hopefully you stuck around and you got some of these points. Have a great day.